Hi, friends. This is 7 Note Mode, and I'm here to share something about Pianoteq 7, which I picked up over the Thanksgiving holidays. And I think it's a really big leap forward from Pianoteq 6, from the 6th version. There's been some incremental improvements in terms of the rendering of the pianos, but the big thing for me is layers. It's made a huge, huge difference. So I've been playing around. I tend to be tweaky by nature, so I do my own. I do my own patches, and so I have a couple of pianos that I have a couple of pianos that I use, and that I've made, and I've also done some of the layering into what do they call them? They're not patches. They're presets. Okay, so anyway, I think the instrument is like this one. I think is a Steinway B with a vibey electric piano. But at any rate, I'm going to put up my presets on my website. If you guys want them, I'm happy for you to download them and just compare them to the stuff that you do or modify them or whatever. And anyway, yeah. Well, let me just give you an example, and maybe you can hear why I say this is a big leap forward. Again, this is with Vibe, and it's a Steinway B preset. Man, it's like butter playing this. I had to tame the top end a little bit. In fact, I play lighter up there than down here. Finish it here. I got to tell you, I really like that. It's it's more gratifying for me to play the instrument than it is to listen to it, but it really has jumped in sound in terms of sound quality. And one thing I have to say about Pianoteq, I started with Pianoteq 4, and honestly, it was fun to play. I've always enjoyed playing it, but listening to it has it kind of broke that sense of realism for me for most of the versions. But man, I tell you what, it has they have been unremitting in terms of just like improving things. So anyway, it's great. Let me do another one. These are just examples, by the way. Oh, here's one with a tremolo. So it's oh, I don't know what I put this in. Let me see what I got in here. I got layers. This again is a Steinway B, and it's got a the Mark II electric pianos. If this does anything, it really is a good argument for getting the electric pianos because it softens a lot of the things that has been I hate to say a shortcoming, but something that has been improving over time, but has been a challenge, I guess, which is this kind of like steely, stringy metal sound, as opposed to more metal than wood in the sound. And something about using the layers with the electric pianos, of course, it gives it a more modern sound if you're doing like church or worship or whatever. But it also just kind of like complements it and smooths things out. Okay, so let's see, this is the tremolo, so I guess you can hear it go, the tremolo part of it. Yeah. I did these kind of subtle, so it isn't like wah, wah. Subtle is more playable for me in terms of the tremolo and stuff like that. So anyway, that one's that, and let me do another one real quick. If I could ask um, Pianoteq to do anything, it's like please put some pads in this. If you just had some like nice, subtle, playable pads that you could do with this, I mean, it would just be awesome. So anyway, that's my request is pads. You have 3 layers you can do. I'm using only 2 layers, but you one of them I think I used 3. But this I'm trying to get more of a DX7 sound behind the piano. Okay, so let's wing this. Oh, the other thing that's really nice is that I only have the electric piano on this one going maybe from G to G. So one, two, three, about 3 octaves, and so you can control the scale of where it stops and start. Once you start getting up here, um, I actually there's no electric piano here. There's no electric piano here. It gets top and bottom. It gets phasey, but in the center is kind of the sweet spot. So I just do it like from here to here. Um, so anyway, yeah, there's that. Oh, let me do another one real quick. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this one. It's that I wanted to do something that had an echo. Okay, let me do this one. Yeah, that's it. Okay, it's got an echo to it. So, I'm trying to do these things that have like effects. Um, um, really, okay, the effects section, I got to tell you, there's lots of opportunity for improvement. Once they kind of calculate what the sound is, they then have these outboard or after effects that go in. So it's things like amp simulations, reverb, compression, EQ. And, I'm used to using Logic Pro, where you have these like super nice, well, I guess you'd say euphonic um, uh, plugins that you use. And man, these are basic. I think what they did is they just really kind of designed them um, for low latency. And the lower the latency, then I assume the less complex they can be. So, lots of opportunity for improvement on their After Effects units, especially when you compare them to things in a DAW, digital audio workstation. At any rate, let me see what I can do here. I just like a little bit of echo. I don't want it to like muddy things up too much. Now, it really sustains a little bit too much when you got the pedal down, but this is so great compared to what it was before. So, love the layers. Um, uh, I think it's an incredible start towards paying more attention to like contemporary and church-oriented, worship-oriented music, because you got something like this. It's going to run on the silicon chip. You might have it on an iPad or something like that. I mean, you don't have to have the hard drives for the samplers. So I hope they're going to keep going this direction. My big wish for Pianoteq is that they would put energy into doing simplified pianos. Like if they can model, a Bluthner, or they can model a Steinway D, New York versus a Hamburg, then man, I'd love to see them do the motif simplified pianos, just things that sound like hardware pianos that would come through a PA system without all of the complexity in a PA system doesn't work real well. It ends up sounding kind of like hash. In these headphones, it's awesome, right? But it collapses when you're in a huge room and you've got these big speakers. So there's a lot to be said for very simplified pianos that put forth the idea of a piano, but strips away the complexity. Because that complexity is lost when you're doing it in a larger venue. So yeah, that would be one of my big wishes upcoming for them. Let me see if there's anything else. I've written some stuff down. Let me see what I wrote down. I got my work notes for tomorrow. The only thing in terms of the iterations of the sound of the piano is again, there's this metallic stuff, and I'm having, I don't have the really fancy version. What do I have? I think it's Studio, maybe. And you can do some things, but I can't really. This metallic sound kind of brings me out of the illusion sometimes, and so more wood, less metal. Um, and I think part of that, though, is their kind of artistic taste, and in terms of what a piano sounds like. Because you listen to this to some of the other to like sampled pianos, and it's real clear they're making choices of what they believe a piano should sound like, and it's not just the limitations of the technology, but it's also kind of the sensibility of what they're doing. So anyway, if you're interested in any more of these, just let me know. And again, if you want to pick up um, my patches, uh, I'm using a Steinway B, I'm using Steingraeber, and I'm using the electric pianos. I also have Steinway D, but besides that, that's all I've got. So I don't have Bluthner, I don't have some of these others. And so I think even if you don't have those, if you can run them, and I think they run in demo mode. So you can still use them, but they block. It turns off after like 15 minutes, and the program shuts down. And it also blocks certain notes from working. If you're interested in hearing um, any of my custom patches, also let me know. I mean, that's just a personal thing, what sounds good to me might not sound good to anybody else. One thing I would say is that you have to, if you're downloading the patches, the velocity curve makes all the difference in the world. If you use my velocity curve, which is for the Nord Piano 4, it's going to probably sound awful. So the first thing you have to do is change the velocity curve. So anyway, that's all I got, and hope you enjoyed it. And I'm signing off. Thanks a lot.